Coach, what's up, Coach? I'm good. How you doing today, my man? What's up, Solo? How you doing, Solo? We got a good show, man. We're gonna have a good show tonight. I'm looking forward to the show tonight, man. We're gonna get down and have some good conversations, and I want to talk to some of them guys who've been talking all that stuff, like your boy Pianki. We've done some homework, and we're gonna give his ass a history lesson tonight, y'all. And we're gonna take calls early tonight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give him a history lesson, Pianki, because I look forward to talking to him because he's out the charts saying all kind of ridiculous stuff. All right, man. I don't even know where to start. Hey guys, this coming Wednesday is gonna be ladies' night, so I'm making that clear right now. We're gonna have a ladies' night uh, this coming Wednesday. All the ladies gonna be co-hosting and having a conversation with me, and we're gonna get down with the women. You know, um, it's gonna be fun. I want to get their input, their conversation, because a lot of times they always say that we, you know, I've um, been accused of being a chauvinist, but I'm not a chauvinist. I mean, particularly when I got women daughters in my life, there's no way in the world I'm going to be a chauvinist, but I'm going to be a realist. I think sometimes people don't understand when you're going to be a realist, they construe that as being chauvinistic. Has nothing to do with that. All right. We're going to get down and have a conversation with that. And then I want to talk to your boy Fidel. I can't wait till he call back in. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. He called our show yesterday in St. Louis, and he said something. He always want to beat up on the black church, but always don't never take responsibility for the Muslim churches. Take the mosque. I guess it's not the mosque, but the Muslim, the mosque. And and I think was that you, Solo, that said one time that a lot of the Muslims, there's been a lot of them that become Muslims after they go to prison. So so that allowed them to feel like part of something. That's what we're saying. Okay. All right. I can feel that. So I'm looking forward to having that conversation, JC. So let's do this, man. Let's get this party started, man. I don't even know where to start. I guess I'm gonna start here with this Como. I mean, so much stuff I got to talk about today. You know how you over the weekend, folks, and you get to thinking about what's happening all around the country, what's happening in the world, and you come back like, damn, it's all kind of things going on. But let's talk about this, man. Let me tell you what I want to talk about, y'all. I want to start off with this. Um, Governor Como in up in New York area. I guess he's had two women to come out and say that now he's um, he sexually harassed them. He did all that stuff. Hey, before we get to that, let's talk about Donald Trump and his big deal he did this weekend. Donald Trump came out and talked to the Republican folks. And you had your boy Ted Cruz and the clown Josh Hawley out of the state of Missouri, where we're from. He's there. I mean, they told him what Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley are doing. They're trying to ride the coattail of Donald Trump and feeling that they'll be able to pick up that 70 million base that Donald Trump had supporting him. That's why they're swinging on his footballs. That is why, because they're assuming, okay, if he takes this position, we take this position, we're going to get that supporting cast of Donald Trump. I mean, it's to me, it's a major joke, folks. How when I looked at Donald Trump and this thing, and listen, he is saying he's not going to start another party. He's going to stay true to the Republican Party, but I don't believe Donald Trump's going to do that. I believe he's going to try to start his own movement because that's who he is. He's a guy that's a narcissist, wants to be in control, and now he's going to try to put together a regimen of people to make a movement, almost kind of like how you separate from the union. I mean, he's going to separate from the Republican Party because he feels he is a Republican Party. I want to get your thought on that, JC, and then come to you, Lo. Lo. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with that. My license went out and came back on. Um, I'm telling you, it is I just think this guy's so narcissistic that, yeah, you talking about the party having moved away from him, but it seemed like he's moving the party to him to take control of the party. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, go ahead. You know what? I have to agree with that. My girl Pam Boyd is asking me if I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to my man Solo, and I'm talking to my man JC, and I'm on the air talking to you and everybody else. But that's what I'm doing. So, whatever comments you get on you can go on Facebook, Demetrious Johnson, or you can go on 910 Facebook, and you can give me some comments. I'm going to read the comments tonight, and if it's a provocative conversation, we can possibly want to get you on the air and talk to you what you have to say. If I see a comment on Facebook and I like it, and they got a strong opinion, not the foolishness that Bianchi is saying. Okay, not that. All right. We know he just talked foolishness, and I'm waiting on Bianchi to come on and say some foolish stuff again. But you're right. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, okay. Come on, Bianchi. Say some foolishness. I got some for you tonight. I'm not in a good mood with you, Bianchi. I thought about all the foolishness you were saying and how I don't know what has happened to you. I've known you for a long time. You're a good guy. I don't know what didn't happen to my man Pianki. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he done um, somebody put some in his drink or something. Because he really is going off the wagon and assuming he always wanted to assume. Yeah, yeah, hey Sherelle, yeah, I can see he is that. And if I, what do you say? If what I say is foolish, then why don't you challenge it intelligently? Once you come back on air, Solo just did it. Come back on air. We could talk about some things tonight. And every time we talk, every time Solo made a point to you, Bianchi, you wanted to change the whole narrative and go to something differently. So once you call in tonight and we can talk about whatever you want to talk, whatever political room you want to take, we're going to take. What's up, Rhonda Jones? How you doing? All right. You can't. You say you can't hear Solo, but Solo's not talking yet. You should be able to hear them. Uh, JC and Solo, go ahead and say something. Rhonda says she can't hear you guys. Yeah, well, she should be able to hear you because everything is moving on my piece. I don't know, Rhonda. You might need to check your thing. Let me see. And say pick another topic, anything other than slavery. Solo just don't know. Slavery? Well, slavery is the backbone of everything that happened. Nah, now I don't know what he's talking about. But slavery is the backbone of where we are today. That's why we're in the predicament we are today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, are you able to hear Solo them on Facebook? You know, so make sure we can do that. But I'm telling you, they say they can't hear Solo them on Facebook. So what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to chat. I'm gonna make some changes on them when we take a break, and because they say they can't hear you guys on Facebook. So when we come back, we'll make a change when I take a break. But Bianchi, I am telling you, it's going to be interesting to talk to him about that. And I think what has happened, they say they can only hear me on here. So look, what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to go off Facebook right now. I'm going to come back on Facebook in a little while. So hold on, because I think what I know that I think I know what we need to do that. So just hold on. But Solo, they always want to sit up here and talk about um, what's going on and what's not going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's what bothers me. Go ahead and say something, Solo.
Ain't no man. It's man. Like I said, I almost thought he was a white man. I thought he was a white redneck until one day I'm sitting up there on Facebook looking at some of his uh, comments, and then I went and looked at him on Facebook. I said, "Oh my God, you
Yeah,
got to be
yeah, he
kidding
is. I
me!"
mean, but that's who he is, man. So that's who Bianchi is. He's the guy that has all these opinions. Hey, Lamar, make sure you let me know if you can hear Solo. Uh, Let me know if you can hear Solo and JC. And let's switch over to a couple other things. I'm sitting up here thinking, man, how is it that I read something about the church, the black churches, and it was an interesting thing when I read about it. In fact, it talked about in 1887 how it was
Mm-hmm.
the church that was they were saying back then. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate it. Back then, the strength of the black people was through the church, and going through
Yeah.
the
Mm-hmm.
church, that's where we now you see what the fundamental sounds of our mindset comes out of the church. That's where when because you always talk about why is the church so relevant? Because in slavery, and they talked about it. In slavery, there was a refuge. They was able to go there. They was able to get a belief. But what also happened in that, they were able to take the religion and use it against black folks, and they
Yeah.
did that. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the church was so relevant back then, DJ. They had a piece on PBS a couple of nights ago on the black church, going all the way back to slavery, and how all the denominations came about, Pentecostal and the AME Zion and all of the above. And church is goes all the way back to Africa, and in the Congo. That king over there, he was they was Catholics. So Muslims in the Nation of Islam wasn't all throughout Africa in the black nations, throughout the black kingdoms over there. You had Congo, which was back in 1400, I believe they said, that king and his people was Catholics, black Catholics. So,
okay.
A lot
So
of people
with that
think,
in mind, with that in mind, JC, what happened to the church in our community? How do we lose the church? Because I know you're very active. So how do we lose the church?
Well, one of the things, DJ, that I found in the church is some of the churches, not all the churches, but many of the churches have went inside the church and shut the door behind them. The community used to be an extension of the church, but now, it's just the folks and the members. And most of the members, DJ, if you look at most of these churches in these urban areas, most of the members are older. It's an older generation of churchgoers, and you got most of the old folks back up in church, but most of the young folks is in the streets. You know what I mean? And they have lost the connection with the church. You know what I mean? Grandma used to take you to church, and you go to church with grandma. Now you just see grandma coming by herself. The kids still in the bed. The young folks are still in the bed. And so what has happened is, with all this violence going on, many of the churches are scared to go outside and do the work what the church was really meant to be. Some of your HBCU colleges came up through the church. You know what I mean? But the church now has become more of a business than a refuge to help people.
And you talk about HBCU.
Hey, DJ.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, DJ, I want to piggyback on what JC just said about the HBCUs.
Yeah.
Most of the HBCUs came out of the basement of black churches. Fisk University,
No doubt about it.
Morehouse.
Yes, sir.
Morehouse University, Clark Atlanta. It's about 6 or 7 of them that basically came up out of the basement of black churches.
Okay, so
and that's a fact.
All right, so we're going to talk to that, and I know we're going to reach that with your boy Fidel. He's going to come in, and he's going to say what he says. Fidel, he's going to say what he got to say. Coming back, before we take our calls, I got to break down. I didn't break it down last Wednesday, but I'm going to break down what is going on with Deion Sanders. I talked about it yesterday on my show, but I'm going to talk about it today in Detroit. What is going on with Deion Sanders in the black colleges? Wait till y'all hear this. Stay locked and loaded because you would not believe it. The big fella coach, Solo, right back.
Hi, I'm Vonda Evans for...
Okay, DJ.
What we got, big boss?
Just a quick story, I'll say.
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford.
And, he called me that
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops. Everybody got their enemies. But for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get it proper.
You don't have to come on in town.
The Demetrious Johnson Show presents What's Your Take with Taylor. Each week, Taylor provides a take on a compelling and thought-provoking topic. Her takes are captivating, engaging, and she's always opinionated. We want to know your take. Chime in and let us know. It's What's Your Take with Taylor.
Okay, cool. Welcome back to the Demetrious Johnson Show, the big fella hanging out with the coach and my man, the expert Solo. Hey, before we go to the phone line and give my man, before we go to the phone line, I got to say this. I was talking this past, I talked about it yesterday on my show. I was talking to some folks, a coach at one of the black HBCUs, one of the black colleges, historically black colleges and universities. And I asked him, what did he think? Hey, man, how does it feel having Deion Sanders? He said, what do you mean, what it feel? It don't feel like nothing. I said, so what's your take? What do you mean my take? I don't care nothing about it. It's a joke. They went off on Deion Sanders. They say Deion Sanders could hurt black college and universities because it's just a gimmick. He's this. They saying all this stuff about Deion. Then he said, hey, man, Jackson State almost went broke trying to help Deion, give Deion Sanders. I say, well, how much money are they paying him? Is he getting paid? They said he's getting 300-something thousand. 300-something thousand? Man, that's a damn joke. The University of Missouri is paying our coach almost $3 million, at least $3 million. Alabama is paying Nick Saban $7+ million. Any SEC coaches are making no less than $2.5 million. Deion Sanders get $300,000 plus some change. Then they say, well, we almost went broke. They almost went broke. And I say, okay, so but what is the results from that? Well, at least he did bring in $19 million. Hold on, time out. I ain't a rocket scientist. But if I invest $300 million in Deion Sanders and my return is $19 million, I done won. I have won. Why is it that black folks always assume the worst? Then he said, and then Michael Strahan, he's getting all the uniform, all the clothes, suits for the football team. Michael Strahan, I don't know why he's doing that, because he went to Southern. And he had a problem, and he ain't doing nothing for Southern. I said, I thought he used to do something for Southern. Oh, yeah, he did. Listen to this, folks. Since, 15 years ago when Michael Strahan was giving money to Southern, they were stealing the money. So he ain't giving nothing back. That was 15 years ago. I said, man, I don't give a damn. It was 15,000 years ago. They stole the man. They betrayed him. He started making money. He was helping the university, and they were stealing it. Don't get mad at Michael Strahan. Get mad at the damn guys who did it. Because if the University of Missouri that I went to do something to me like that, I wouldn't do nothing with their ass either. I don't do nothing like that anyway. I don't give money anyway. However, I wouldn't do it. Then they talked about, well, if Deion Sanders fell, and then guess what? That's going to hurt black college. How in the hell Deion Sanders? Who's got the most to lose here? Who has the most to lose? Is it Deion Sanders or is it Jackson State? It's Deion Sanders because he wants to coach at Florida State, a white university, which black colleges call it PWI, public white institutions. So I am telling you, for these black coaches in the HBCU to be upset with Deion Sanders, he's all about Deion Sanders, guys. Oh, look on his top of his hat. In the front of his hat, first he said, he think he's bigger than Jackson State. I said, how is that, man? Well, in the front of his head and on his jersey, well, on his jacket or whatever he wears, he's got prime time, Coach Prime, on the front of the hat. That should be on the back of the hat, and Jackson State should be on the front. I said, people are buying Jackson State because of Prime, Dion. I have had more white friends of mine talk about Dion and going to Jackson State than any other time in my life. What you guys need to do is suck it the hell up and get on his team and make money with him. Now, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, if this is a joke, that the black college coaches are saying Deion Sanders is hurting black college football because all the notoriety he's getting. I have never heard nothing like that. And then when Deion came out and said somebody stole something out of my locker, and I don't really like that. This dude, what is he on ESPN? Stephen A. Smith. I don't like him. He's a joke. Stephen A. Smith is a joke. Let me tell you why. Because when he played basketball at Winston-Salem State, they had a coach named Big Hand Gaines who's in the Hall of Fame, a black coach, an unbelievable basketball coach back in the day. Stephen A. Smith played on that team with him as a player, and Big Hand Gaines was the coach. I want y'all to hear this so everybody understand this. Big Hand Gaines Deion was playing for him, and he was a writer for the school newspaper. Stephen A. Smith, as a player and a writer for the newspaper, was writing articles while he was on a team talking about the man need to be fired. Now he wants to praise the guy. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We got to start taking some responsibility. But for these black coaches to get mad at Deion, and when Deion said somebody stole his wallet and stuff, guess what they said? They told me, I want y'all to hear this. They said, hey, man, that was a joke. That wasn't for real. That was staged. What the hell Deion need to stage somebody stealing his stuff for and then talk about it? Y'all tell me. And then y'all want to sit up here and always blame the white mayor in Detroit, Dugan. Y'all quit it. Y'all need to quit it. Let me go ahead. Let's bring Fidel in. Let's go. Y'all ready, Jay? You ready, Solo?
Yeah, we ready.
Let's go.
Yeah, we ready.
Let's go. Bring on in Fidel.
Hey, good morning, DJ, and to the rest of your guests.
What's up, Playboy? How you doing, man?
I'm all right. Hey, what y'all think those black coaches that's hating on Deion, what y'all think they practice?
I don't know what they practice. Some of them are probably Muslims. They ain't Muslims.
How much you want to bet?
I have no idea. Don't care what they got to do with anything. Why you always blaming the Muslim? Christianity.
Hey,
come on, talk to me.
Listen to me.
Talk to me.
Before you get upset with me.
No, I ain't gonna never get upset with you, boss. I respect you and I like you.
Tell Taylor at any form of fashion, if she think that I disrespect her, tell her I apologize. Tell her I would never, ever disrespect her, call her out her name, or ever tell her to ever that. So let her know. I don't know if she'll be on later, but when you guys see her, tell her that's not me. I would never disrespect her. What I will challenge, but I would never. I'll be the brother that'll help her when nobody else is there. So please relate that to her. Tell her if she feel anything in her heart that I said to her wrong, tell her I apologize and let her know that it would never, ever happen again in life.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much, man.
Seriously. So now I heard you gentlemen say something about guys go to the joint, then they turn to Muslims,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
What seems to be the problem?
We don't have a problem with it, but most of them ain't practicing. What do you call them? What is your religion called? What is your religion called? Islam. They ain't practicing Islam on the street. Most of them seem to find Islam when they go to prison. What is that all about?
That's what I'm about to explain that to you. See, when you had that public high school education and that college education, they would train you think like that. They went in, majority of them, as Christians.
So either they found two things. Either they found another way of life to, hey man, I was wrong. I'm gonna walk the rest of my life in this faith, or they need some protection. Anywhere it go, that's a hit on the Christians. Hey, again, I don't bash the religion. I just open my eyes and see what's going on, and I quit faking the funk on the nasty dunk a long time ago. Again, if it was Islam, majority, if it was a humpback, if it was a whale, I would get on their behind as well. But since where I stay at, it's majority of Christian, I'm going to get on them. Anybody want to prove me wrong, put their money where their mouth is. I'll never have to work again.
Solo, you want to take
that?
I mean, he kind of went all over the place, but the thing that I think he's trying to say is that when they go inside, they go in as Christians, but it ain't no Christian clique in prison. So the only thing you have in prison is the nation, white supremacists, and the F-13 or whatever, the Latinos. So you got to click up with somebody.
True, you got the Moabites, you got the Sunni, and you got a big Christian thing in there, too. That's not true. Where you think y'all homosexual boys go to? So, again, you don't know what you're talking about. I ain't go all over the place. Maybe I went over your head. Maybe I went over your head that you can't comprehend. I didn't go all over the place. I didn't go to the moon, to the sea back there. I just simply said this plus this plus this. I thought I was talking to a mature adult.
Okay, let me say something.
I stated what I knew.
Hold on, Solo.
I stated what I knew.
Hey, Solo, let me say. Hold on, Solo. Now, you always talking about going. Hold on, man. You always talking about going over somebody. You ain't going over nobody damn head, man. Let me tell you the deal is. You talk about Islam like it's the chosen deal, and you got more Muslims out there doing just as bad as. Hold on, time out. No, hold on. Let me say what I got to say. I'll let you talk. You come across to me as if that's what it's all about is Muslims. That's what you say. You insinuate all the time that everybody else religion is bad but Muslim. I am telling you what you are insinuating. You come across, what about the Christians? You never, but you never say nothing about the Muslims. Talk about them. Talk about, Elijah Muhammad was your leader, right? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, right?
When Elijah Muhammad got accused of them girl, I said yes.
I'm going to ask you a question. That was your leader, right?
I didn't have to say. When y'all said, do I think the brothers from the nation killed Malcolm? I said yes. Now,
okay.
That's
so let me ask you a question. What is it there? Okay, let me ask you a question, Infidel.
I can give you 200,000 hits on Christian. Y'all just dip y'all head in some water and say, forget about that.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this question.
That's what you call
all right, tell me what the Muslims have done of significance. I don't know. I don't know your religion. Tell me.
I'm going to say this for the 101st time, because now I'm starting to see where mental ill kicks in. Here in the city of Detroit, we have one mosque. One. In the city of Detroit, we have 4,200 churches. Now, you tell me how you going to win.
I'm going to ask you a question. Hold on. Time out. What have y'all done? Just tell me that. I don't care if they got millions or more churches. Tell me what that one mosque has done.
I know you don't care.
Tell me what the one mosque has done.
I know you don't care.
You know why? Because you can't tell me. You're doing a great job. You can't tell me.
Hey, bet me. Hold on.
I'm not going to bet you. I'm telling you, just tell me.
There you go, because you'll lose your money.
Hey, I tell you what. I tell you what. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm asking you to tell me what the significance of mosques have done in Detroit. Nothing. If Black Post is still around doing nothing, nothing. Y'all got a white mayor in there, so that means the Muslims in Detroit,
and they outnumber.
The Muslims have no influence in Detroit. So y'all just there.
That's not true.
Well, tell me the influence. I'm asking you to tell me the influence.
Put your money on the wood. Give me your cash.
Oh, look at you. See now. Okay, all right, Fidel.
That's right.
All right, man. You don't have nothing. You don't have nothing.
Make my money.
I'm asking you to tell me.
I said bet me. If you don't want to bet me, you do your research on.
I don't need to do the research because I really don't care about the damn Muslims up in Detroit. That don't mean nothing to me.
That sounds so like you just don't care about nothing. Dude.
I care about my life and the life of the people I try to impact. You always talking about that. And the Muslim, I do more probably for people than the Muslims do, your whole mosque. I tell you what, you do your homework on me. You do your homework on me, and you come back to me tomorrow. I'm telling you, do your homework on me, then you come back tomorrow, and you tell me.
More than what you do.
Come on, man. I'm asking you what the Muslims do, man. Tell me what the Muslims do.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm telling you. I do more than what you do.
Okay.
With less.
Tell me what the Muslims do, man.
I can tell you what Fidel do.
No. You always swinging on the Muslims. Tell me what they do.
Hold on. You said that you do more than them.
I guarantee you I do. Do your homework. I'm asking you. Hey, man, look here. All right, we got to get ready to go, man. Because you ain't going nowhere with me, Fidel.
I can take you to a Christian church. They love my dirty jaw.
Okay, we're going to go there. Hey, we come to Detroit. We're going there with you.
I guarantee.
We going there with you.
Hey, but you still going to have to put some money on the wood.
I don't have no problem putting no money on the wood. We had no problem with you. Hey, you know what? All right, Fidel. All right, hey, look, we got to go, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow, man, because you ain't told me nothing. I love you, my man. That's my boy, but we got to go, though. Fidel ain't told us nothing. Not one thing what the Muslims are doing. Why do I have to bet him for him to tell me what the damn Muslims are doing?
They're not doing anything, DJ.
JC.
You know, you brought up Elijah Muhammad.
Tell me.
You brought up Elijah.
They're not doing anything. And the thing about that is a lot of people ain't never done nothing. It only takes a few people to do something,
right?
And to make an impact. You can't be worried about if you want months, you can still make a damn impact.
But that's his excuse.
You still can do something.
He know they ain't doing nothing. They know the Muslims ain't doing nothing up there. That's why he's saying what he's saying. Well, put the money. Well, I got to bet you to tell me what they're doing. I won't do my. It ain't that important to me to do no research on the Muslims in Detroit. Just tell me. Okay, let's go.
Hey, DJ.
Hold on, man. Let's move on. Let's go move on, man. Let's go to Chuck. What's up, Chuck?
Hey.
Do we have Chuck there, man?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I don't want to hear my brothers going through that on the radio like that, man. Don't do that, man. Hang up on guys like that.
Okay, I'll do that.
That is not professional, man. Please don't do that.
All right, what you got, Chuck?
Okay, what I got is this here. Our people are in a serious dilemma, man. We're turning in on ourselves, okay? And you can bet every time they make it this hard on our people to live, there's something going on underneath. They don't do this unless they're doing something they don't have no business doing, and everything is designed to distract us. You understand? So we got to pay attention to what the hell's going on, because something serious is happening. The weather is so crazy. The snow ain't even real snow no more.
What is it?
You understand? This stuff don't even melt. Okay?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got you.
This is not normal snow, man. This is some kind of chemical.
So are you thinking a virus is just a ploy, or do you think the virus is real?
There's not a virus out here. This is flu, like the Asiatic flu, and that's all it is, man. They killing us all.
So they telling us that to take us off, throw us off guard, right?
Man, look, the first thing they did was miseducated everybody and diseducated everybody, and then they come with this crap because people don't have the intelligence anymore for critical thinking. You know what I'm saying? And, man, people got to wake up, man. And first thing they did was separate the young people from the old people because that's where the wisdom was. You know what I'm saying? And then they come with all this crap. The young people are so confused. They don't know what to believe because they don't know shit. I mean, they don't know
nothing. You can't curse, man. All right, Chuck, we'll talk to you tomorrow, man.
Apologize.
We got to go. All right, let's bring in Grace. What's up, Grace?
Hello, guys.
Hey, let me do this, Grace, before we go. Hey, let me make this clear to all the callers and the listeners. If you curse on the show, I'll give you one slip because we all get slip. if you do it twice, you're out. You'll never call back, get it back in on my show again. So that's real talk. You curse one time, you slip, I'll make it a slip. You do it again, you're off the show forever. All right, let's go, Grace. What you got?
Well, I enjoyed the urine contest. You guys are doing
I got you.
I actually enjoyed that. Fidel, hello. Haven't heard from you in a while. I'm going to say this. When you were talking about the church and the young people are not there and pretty much so all the congregation is the older people, I felt, and even coming to this predominantly African-American city, I felt that the older people have literally gave up on the young people because of the wilding out. I get it, but this is generations and generations of them taking care of their kids. So they're tired of them. These kids are different, and they've been different for the last 20 years. So I'm hearing from older people that they're just tired of the younger people. So they no longer want to interact with them. They just want to go away and let them do what they want to do. So I understand that, but we cannot give up on them. And we were talking about the pastors and at the church and why they're different. I mean, a lot of them, it is not their calling. They came to that particular position because of business. A lot of them are sitting there, standing there, preaching over us, and they're truly are hypocritical. Because, and I'm going to give you a testimony. My aunt, okay, she was dating the pastor. His wife was there, and
hold on, say it again.
Sitting in front. My aunt was dating the pastor, the reverend, okay? And his wife was still there, a part of the church, and they were still together. But 5 other women that he used to talk to, and it was okay with the wife, okay, of his history. And then the pastor comes to me and tries to give me some wisdom on when I'm coming to church or whatever. And I just came out and said, no, I'm not. He said, why you don't want to come? I said, because you're dating my aunt. And your wife goes there. I'm not quite understanding that. And I said, you have nothing to tell me. So I've seen this. And actually, and I was, at that particular time, I was maybe 16. And wow. They've fallen to the wayside. The ones that are preaching and governing over the church, a lot of them, it's not their calling. It is really not their calling. And I don't need to hear from him or her to tell me about me or what they think I'm doing wrong, and I know you're doing wrong. But when you come to my house and meet my aunt and y'all get in the car together and go whatever, and your wife is at home, I'm not quite understanding that. So I've lost the respect aspect for some of the preachers and the reverends. I have.
Hey, DJ, your next caller is D.
They need to check themselves. I really, really do. And be there for the calling and not for other stuff. Right. That's kind of what I want to tell you. That's kind of what I want.
Well, I appreciate it, but the only thing I was telling Fidel, tell me what the Muslims are doing. That's real simple. Either the Muslims are doing something, you can say, okay, this is what they're doing, that's what they're doing, or you can't. Yeah. It's real simple. It's no. It's nothing else. I mean, just tell me. I don't know what they're doing, and I'm being honest. Yeah. I have no clue. But tell me. If you tell me what they're doing in Detroit, I'm going to believe your word. Because I don't know. Yeah. But to tell me, you can't tell me unless I bet him, it's ridiculous because you know why he ain't doing nothing. Muslims ain't doing nothing. And, hey, Grace, I think I got your number, right? I believe I do. When I get off tonight, I think I'm going to call you because I'm having ladies' night with you Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah. I'm calling maybe 5
minutes before. I'll give you a call after the show tonight.
Okay, no problem. I want to say this about the prison, and I definitely don't know for concrete because I've never been there. I'm going to say this: when they go into prison and they need to be. This is what I've talked to individuals. I talk to individuals, and this is what these long time bit individuals have came out and said. They have literally said, you need to partner up or you need to go in for protection. If you can hold your own, hold your own. But if you can go into some kind of organization that is for protection or group, because they watch out for you. My understanding, they get into these particular groups because of protection.
No doubt.
You know,
no doubt.
And that's what I'm getting.
No doubt.
Yeah, and I just don't know what they have done either. And I'm not saying others.
I'm just saying, just tell me. It ain't hard. It ain't nothing to be scared of. If you've done something, you did it. If you haven't, you haven't. Bottom line, hell.
Yeah.
Hey, Grace, I look forward to having you on tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, Ladies' Night with Grace.
That is correct. I thank you.
All right, thank you.
Guys,
Have a good
have
night.
a great day. You in the co-host.
All right, thank you, Grace.
Bye-bye.
Let's go to D. What's up, D?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on? Talk to me.
Hey, I was just saying about Deion Sanders. I actually was honored when I heard that he was going to a black college. I was like, that is so good of him to to do something like that, because he could have went to any college, I'm quite sure, but he chose to go to a historically black college and like put it on stage, like let America see like they can play on the same level as other schools, and let talented, let other African Americans go to this school. Like, it's cool to go to a historically black college. I thought it was actually nice. They need to stop hating on him. That's what the other coaches need to stop doing. And they've probably been there longer than he has and haven't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? So stop hating on him.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's the most ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous stuff I ever heard in my life. How do you get mad at Deion Sanders because he's bringing notoriety to black colleges, which nobody pay attention to, and then somebody steal his wallet, steal his watch, and all that stuff, and then then that sorry ass Stephen A. Smith, he's sitting up here talking about don't say nothing. You shouldn't say nothing about it.
I mean, like he's too much, and I hate to use the word cooking, but he always seems to be.
He's a joke.
He is. He's always on the wrong side. Like just, I don't know. I don't like him. But yeah, I like.
I don't like him either, D. Hey, D, this Wednesday we got ladies' night, man. So make sure we get take number calls from ladies.
I am.
Make sure you get ready to lock in. All right,
yes,
D.
and I like your show too. Yeah, keep up the good work.
Hey, thank you, D. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Have a good day. Let's go to my man James. What up, James?
Hey, good evening there, big man.
What up, Big James? How you doing with the deers, man? What's going on with our deers?
Yeah, now right now the deal's on hold. I'm still concerned about that 6-year-old little baby boy.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it.
I want to talk about the pastor that killed this transvestite over on the east side of Detroit.
Oh wow!
Back in 2018. 2018, I sat in on one of the little arrangement hearings, and right now today, he's not even in the system.
Why did they kill him? Why did he kill a transvestite?
He been dating a transvestite. Come to find out, something went wrong. He shot and killed the transvestite. Then he said he didn't know it was a man. So come to find out, he knew it was a man. He been dating him all along.
So hold on. So do you think he shot to kill the guy because he found out he was a man?
No, something must have went wrong with the money. They had a witness, which in court came out. It was another transvestite said he knew. He picked me up before. He'd been coming around there all along. Wow. But now he's not even in the court system. Not at all.
Wow.
There's so much going on here. It's just unbelievable.
So let me ask you this: is that a court system problem? Is that a judicial problem, or is that who's at fault there? That he's not. If he in fact did that.
I don't know. I've been checking to see about when they're hearing and all of that, and there's no record of it. This is what I'm saying. They can't find his name in the system, and I just thought that was kind of strange. I mean, it's just like
they can't find whose name.
The pastor that killed the transvestite.
What was it? Do you know his name?
I sure do. Albert Weathers.
Did they charge Albert?
They charged him.
They charged.
Wouldn't give him a bond. So that's the last I heard. This is what I'm saying. It's almost like the 6-year-old boy. No one would talk about.
Okay, is he still in prison?
I don't know.
Maybe
with this coronavirus going on, it's hard. You know what I'm saying, to find out if he's still in prison. All of that. It's like they putting it under the rug, just like.
But why would they put that under the rug? What power does he have for him to do that?
Well, it's just something about the word pastor in the city of Detroit.
So
I'm just calling it like it is.
A pastor name will be swept under the rug if he murdered somebody?
No. What I'm saying is just like it never happened. There's no way to trace it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it is a way to trace it. They
So
arrested
what you
the guy.
saying? Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
They
but what
arrested
they
the
done-
guy. You can call and see if he's still locked up. If they don't have no records, have you tried to call?
I called the courts.
Okay. It's got to be a record of this guy being in prison somewhere. I'm in jail. What's his name again? What's the guy's name?
Albert.
A-L-B-E-R-T? Albert what?
Right. I had Weathers, last name Weathers.
Albert
I had
Weathers.
other people try to find out for me.
Do you know how old he is?
He would have to be in his, I would say, middle or from early to middle 50s.
In his 50s. Okay. I'm going to try. And then this happened what year?
I believe 2018.
And he murdered some person. You know the person he murdered name?
I don't recall the name.
I'm going to see if I can get some of my police folks to see if this guy's still in. Albert
Right.
Weathers.
Right.
Yeah, so
it was on John R. and East 6 Mile in Detroit.
So you assume that anything happening to black folks, they sweep under the rug. That's what you're saying.
Not anything. It depends who the perpetrator is.
Okay, meaning?
I mean, it's just like this 6-year-old baby boy that was murdered. The way he was murdered, you haven't heard not one person after I made this statement last week call in and talk about that. Not one person. Now, if it had been a white guy that did the killing, they'd have been blaming it on Donald Trump or Joe Biden. But since it was an Arab, everything is hush-hush.
See, now I agree with that piece there. When white folks do something or a white police officer, we all up in arms. But when it's one of us killing one of us, nobody says anything.
We up in arms.
We don't say anything. Mum's the word. Let's not say anything. Which is
DJ.
Go ahead, Coach.
Breaking news. Albert Withers was tried for that transgender murder. He was.
Okay.
But that's not true.
I'm looking at it too. He
I
still
just
is
looked
in
it up.
jail.
Yeah, he was tried.
Right. Well, I think what I'm looking at right now says as of April 2019, Weathers was charged with murder and is still in jail for awaiting trial. That was 2019 of April. Now you say he's already got trial.
Right. He's 46 years old. You're exactly right. It's in the court of Judge Michael Wagner. It's even been assigned a judge, so he is in jail.
Yeah, he's in jail.
They've already started. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in jail.
I don't believe nobody's just gonna murder somebody and not be in jail now.
But that's an interesting question. I mean, but you done brought up an interesting question. I'm about to change subject to y'all. We about to go on some deep water here, man. Do you think is it in a relationship? I think we about to take a break, Michael.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
We got 2 minutes before we get you off. Do y'all think if you are transvestite or you've been transed over, I don't know what they call that stuff, a man to a woman to a man, do you think it's your responsibility to tell that person? Or do you not tell them?
Well, in court, it came out that he lied. He knew it was a man.
No. We know all that. The guy's still in prison. Okay. Still in jail anyway. JC, a person change his whole makeup, a woman or a man, should they inform that person they about to try to date that they was a man before or a woman before?
Well, I would think that they would. I would hope that they would, to let that person make that decision if they want to, if they were to carry on in that relationship. You know what I mean? But that's obviously not the way it's working.
Solo,
but DJ, they most definitely, from my point of view, will have to say something. I mean, that's only fair and right to say something.
Right.
You kick it with somebody, you like, damn, I didn't know you used to be a man. And you find
DJ, oh my God. Hey DJ.
Yo.
But see, those over in that area, those are street workers. Everyone knows that's all that's over there.
What, men, transvestites?
Yeah.
They don't have no regular women over there?
No.
Man, Detroit has got to be backwards. All right, man. Hey, James, holler at me tomorrow, Paula. Oh, my God. Hey, y'all, I don't know if it's a full moon out, but damn, it's a full moon up in Detroit, players and playboys. Holler at your boys, 313-778-7600. Coming back, man. Got my girl Redbone. She's locked and loaded. We're going to have a show when we come back. Oh, my goodness. The big fella, the coach, and Solo. We're right back.
Are you looking for a great deal on TV advertising? Are you searching for an avenue to get your business name out to the public? With WADL TV 38, we're offering a great special with
Big Boss, what we
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops. Everybody got their enemies. But for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police.
The Demetrious Johnson Show presents What's Your Take with Taylor. Each week, Taylor provides a take on a compelling and thought-provoking topic. Her takes are captivating, engaging, and she's always opinionated. We want to know your take. Chime in and let us know. It's What's Your Take with Taylor.
For being over there, but that's not all that's over there. This is just a high area for prostitution over there, that's all.
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops. Everybody got their enemies. But for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get it proper.
I'm going to bring you down.
Big fella, I feel a storm brewing. Oh, big fella, don't hurt him. You went there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella.
That's what I'm going to do.
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops. Everybody got their enemies. But for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get it proper. All right, man, we coming out now, okay?
Or you might need to leave it at home, though, Playboy, because
last night, and I'm the rookie on this all-star team. Me and Kim is getting cream like Delman.
No, he didn't. The big fella. Welcome back to the Demetrious Johnson Show. Big Mellow Mike. You ain't do that for me. Mellow Mike is the man. We got ladies' night this coming Wednesday. Only ladies. I ain't even taking nothing but ladies gonna be on there getting their opinion, getting down with me. I am looking for my girl Redbone, my girl Grace, my girl Sylvia. We're gonna get down, y'all. It's ladies' night this coming Wednesday, folks. The first time we ever did this. We set in history in Detroit, JC and Solo. I'm doing ladies' night, baby. And we're gonna have
That'll be a great night.
I'm looking forward to it. All right, JC and Coach and Solo, let's get back to the phones. Let's go to my special girl, Redbone. What up, Bone?
Hey, baby.
How you doing, Bone?
Hey, what's up, Solo? Hey, Solo Dolo. And Coach, and DJ. Don't hurt them, but I want you to listen to the crowd, and I want you to feel it. Just like P-Valley, this is P-Valley over here in Detroit, okay?
I got it, babe. I got you.
All right, I know you got it, baby. That's why you hear the crowd and you listen.
What we
so
got?
let me tell you, though, Now, Fidel, I got some stuff he can come swing on, man. I got this whole bottle of Reposado over here. What you call that? What's that called? Patron. You got to understand I done had a shot before I came on the radio. But anyway, I got something for Fidel because I told you either he need God. I don't believe in Jesus, but he need God or he need a drink. Okay, he needs something. Fidel too wound up.
And you know what? What I like about Fidel, I mean, he's a really intelligent dude. He really is. I mean, that's why I love having him on. I mean, because this guy is very, very smart. But sometimes he's misguided. But he's smart. Very smart man.
I mean, but that's his opinion.
No doubt.
And that's one thing that I do, I do respect that he did, disrespect Taylor, which I kind of had a problem about it because
but
he
you know
didn't
what he
have to,
did?
even though he might say you need to, it doesn't matter whether how he said it, your subject, predicate, whatever, verb, whatever. In that sentence, he still said shut up.
But the beauty of it, let me tell you the beauty of it. That's why I respect the guy. He's man enough. He came on and apologized to her once again. So
like Brian.
That's what a man needs to. That's what a man do. When a man is wrong,
exactly,
a man stand up, and he did that.
Exactly, that's a real man. That's what they do.
No doubt.
That's what they do. That's what they supposed to do.
So what's on your mind, baby? Talk to me before we go.
Lord, you know what? I done forgot.
Well, don't worry about it. Hey, Red Ball, this is what I need you to do, though. We got a lot of calls, right? This is what I need you to do. You get ready for Wednesday, the whole show.
No, don't kick me off. Don't kick me off. What are we talking about? Deion Sanders? Don't kick me off.
Boy, that's what you want to hear.
Hey, if Jay-Z is solo, Jay, whatever. But anyway, if they don't stop laughing at me, hell, I'm talking about $3 toilet paper, okay? No.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, so what you got? What you got?
No, but let's go back. No, honestly,
you want to talk about Deion?
Let's go back to Deion. Yeah, I want to go back to talk about Deion. No, real talk. You know what I mean? I think it's really disrespectful for anybody to even say, okay, he might be making $300,000. I don't care if he was making $2. The man had enough gumption to come and help these children get on their way. Yep. And I don't understand why. It's like you said, you could pay Tom Izzo, you could pay Nick Saban, you could pay what's that man that coach Michigan. I don't want to say that, because I want to say it. So what's that man that coach Michigan? No, the man that coach my.
You talking about the football coach? What's that dude's name, Coach?
His brother.
Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Yeah.
Huh? No, it's
Jim Harbaugh. That's who it is.
Harbaugh.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh.
Right. It's Harbaugh. But if they can pay other, and I don't want to, I hate to say this, but other ethnicities, all this money, why can't they pay a black man? And I understand he in a black college. I get it. And they are fortunate. In fact, they ought to be on their knees praying right now that Deion Sanders ever wanted to come help them. He could go to another team somewhere in some odd place. Where they're going, we're going to give you $2-3 million. No, he's trying to help us to succeed. And for people to, and this is the problem I have with the black community, they so brainwashed that, it's almost like they need the non-black messiah to come back and get them instead of, be like, okay, well, Deion Sanders, he's here, he's doing a good job. So why is it that you think a white man could do a better job than a man who has had Super Bowl rings do a better job? And he's trying to help the black. That man could command any salary he wants, but any team he wants. But he is trying to help the brothers and sisters. And let me tell you something, DJ, before you keep me off the air.
Go ahead.
I told my ex-husband, I said, you got to understand something. He ignorant as hell. But anyway, I said, you got to understand something. Like my baby son, the last one, he's 16. I said, every child is not college bound. They're not really ready for college. That's not in them. His talent is doing designs and stuff like that. But his dad does not, he don't get that.
Well, let's do this,
but,
Redbone. Let's do this. Won't you get him a call in so I can give him an education on that?
I'm gonna wrap this up real quick.
Come on, I gotta go.
Let me wrap this up real quick. Real quick. Real fast in a hurry. So basically, all children are not ready for college bound. Okay, a lot of and the people that make, and I'm about to get off, and the people that actually do what do you call them? Skills that are you know what I'm talking about. They make more money than the suits do. Than the ones that yeah. Okay, I'm gone.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, babe. Thanks. Hey,
all right, boo.
Bye. Thank you. Have a good night. Hey, check this out. We got ladies' night coming up this Wednesday. All the ladies. Hey, let me say what's up to my son Jalen. What's up, Jay Bird, and his friend Kaylin. Well, Kaylin, what's up, y'all? Let's go and talk to my boy, my man. You can catch him on the podcast, My Cat Blind City. What up, City?
What's the deal, man? Great show, man. Let me say this. I had to lose my sight to find my vision. And I see it's a lot of people with sight don't have no damn vision. You praise God. You don't praise man. The pastors. Quit focusing on the pastor and focus on your personal relationship with God. You know, the Bible do state man cannot find God in a man-made temple. You know, some of us got to get knowledge and read, man. Now, let's go to the Muslims. Elijah Muhammad. Listen, Fidel, you're intelligent, man. But understand, every man-made religion has its defaults. You know, Elijah Muhammad wrote a book called How to Eat and Live. But he died of heart failure in 1977. So what is congestion heart failure? Clog of the arteries going to the heart. So he ate a rib tip sandwich somewhere in his life, bro. Number two, bro.
Oh, my God.
Fidel.
Oh, my God.
Somebody need to have, hey, Fidel. Elijah Muhammad again. Somebody should have gave him a pack of condoms, bro. He never used them. That's why him and Malcolm fell apart, bro.
Oh, my God.
Right there. And that might be on the borderline of sex trafficking.
Oh, wow.
Hey, big fella, that's all I got to say. Them facts over feelings, man. Check out the podcast, man. Only way we're going to get better in our community is facts over feelings, man. We got to be truthful with each other, man. Get your personal relationship with God, not the church or the pastor. Personal relationship with God, man. Y'all focusing too much on men and what man has done. And everything man has touched on this earth, he left blood on it, whether he black or white. Hey, big fella,
hey, City,
how can they
get in contact? How can they hear you, City?
Oh, man, YouTube, Blind City, the podcast, blindcitypodcast.com, and I'm on all social media, man, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's what it is. Check out my man, Dr. Porter. We bringing the heat. Thanks to you, big fella.
My man. Thank you, City.
JC, Solo, Riva Dolce.
Yeah, baby.
I love that dude, man. I love that Blind City. Y'all got to go and listen to his podcast, y'all. The Blind City podcast is off the freaking charts. It's the real deal. Check him out. Let's go to my girl, Sylvia. What up, Sil?
Shout out to Blind City. I love you, man. Full of wisdom there. But I'm going to keep saying it. Mind and population control ain't no joke. The trickery politically, religiously, educationally, historically, the brutality, the occults in the church. Everything is profit-driven, the data, and the medicines. We do need to think out the box because historically, presently, the criminal elite control still poisoning minds and bodies. Love y'all.
Hey, Sylvia, make sure you listen on call in on Wednesday because I want you on the show with us, man. It's Ladies Night Wednesday, Sylvia. All right.
Ladies' night.
My girl.
All right.
Thank you, my girl.
Ladies' night.
All right, thanks,
Love
Sylvia.
y'all.
Bye, man. That's my girl, Sylvia, man. I love these ladies, man, up in Detroit. They're cool. Let's go and talk to my man, Kwame. What up, Kwame?
Well, you know what, brother? I enjoy you, but the black Muslims, they've done a lot. I think the black Muslims are the only ones that have had a savior they consistently. Before I was born, I'm 66. I mean, and whatever is going on in Detroit, do you know the role of Detroit in the Black Power movement? And what the brother said about Elijah Muhammad needing some proleptics, I forgot what he called them, but he has to understand what Elijah was trying to do. Elijah Muhammad was trying to do the same thing that Garvey's father did, that put Alexander in power. And it is a full moon. Are you an astrologer?
I must be, man, because it's got to be a full moon. They ain't acting fool up in Detroit.
Well, okay, do you know what? One thing, I can tell you something, that you in the right place because God has you saying the right words, because it is definitely a full moon. And that's when this kind of stuff happens.
I know that's right.
And it's let me tell you something. It's consistent. And I'm going to tell you something else, man. Black people are natural Christians. Our sign is Pisces. And I'm not going to go all into it. Jesus was a Pisces. But we're natural. There is no other sign.
What day was Jesus born?
March 19th, 4 BC, about 5 minutes after midnight. Now, you want my number? I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
But the point is,
Kwame, too. I'm gonna let you finish your conversation, but leave your number with my man Mellow Mike, and I'll call you.
Okay.
But DJ,
hey, JC Coach got a question for you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And we never questioned that the Muslim wasn't doing good things, but they don't have the patent on doing good things. You know, they're just like any other religion. They don't have the patent on doing good things. They're guilty and they fall short just like any other religion. That was our argument.
Yeah, they're not perfect, but they're the most progressive group today, right now.
Okay, Kwame, let me ask you this question, Kwame, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Tell me, I asked him to tell me what the Muslims do. I don't know, and I'm asking you to tell me.
Okay. First of all, they're the most progressive group. They've had saviors. Every year they bring black people together. And Farrakhan is really the only black man that can do that, bring as many millions of people together like he does. I mean, he's a very powerful person.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Okay, let me tell you something else, too. That, see, I can tell that you internally, I said we're natural Christians. You didn't say, is that a full moon just by mistake? Okay? Mm-hmm. It is a full moon. I mean, look it up. It's warning. It's like 1 or 2 days after the full moon, but this goes on for like 7 days, and you see what the full moon means. It just meant that you're supposed to have been brought out, because that's why I'm calling. But the point is that the role that Detroit played in the Pan-African movement is that we were the leadership. We were the leadership of the Pan-African movement. Coleman Young.
Hey, let me say this. I was in Detroit when Coleman Young, I was playing for the Lions then. He was a hell of a mayor.
Okay.
Hell of a mayor. But we're asking, the question that we're asking, tell me all the things what the Muslim doing. I hear you say, what do you call it, Founders Day?
Yeah.
Okay, you call it Founders Day, but what is, and bring a lot of people, okay, listen what I'm saying, man. Bring a lot of people together, Kwame. That's what you're saying, Founders Day.
Yeah.
I'm talking about economical growth, job growth, housing opportunities, educational opportunities. Tell me what you're doing.
Okay, listen, the Muslims are separatists. Now
Okay,
you got a
okay.
lot of Muslims.
I hear that.
That
Listen,
might be.
you still ain't answering my question. I don't. Them being a separatist or whatever. So they saying we all one. We gonna be one. We ain't gonna deal with anyone else but our own race, right? That's what you're saying.
No, that's impossible.
Well, no, that's what
They
you're saying.
wouldn't
You're
be
saying
saying
separatism.
that.
When you say separatism,
No,
that means you
wait a
don't want to
minute.
have nobody else around you.
The
That's what
world-
separatism
the world
means.
The world is interdependent on everybody. Now,
I
you have
understand
to
that.
read,
Okay, listen
you
though,
have
man.
to read Muhammad. They got their own newspaper. You can read their own newspaper.
I understand, but I'm
Muhammad,
asking you a question. The only question I ask and nobody's been able to answer me. Tell me the impact they're making in Detroit.
Detroit, between the in the 60s, was the Black Power engine of really the whole Pan-African.
You still ain't told me what they're doing today.
Coleman Young, man.
No, today.
Don Barton.
No, Kwame, you miss Big Dog. You're missing this. I'm asking you, what is today's date? Hold on. Today is March 1st, right? 2021. March 1st, 2021. I'm asking you to tell me what the Muslims are doing in Detroit to make an impact in 2021. I don't want to go back in the 60s.
Oh, okay. Well, the only thing I can say that they're doing in Detroit right now is that they're still meeting and they still got the spirit, and they're not into.
So in other words, you know what you're telling me? You know what you're telling me? We got to get ready to go. They're not doing anything, Kwame.
No, listen, no, we're not going to do nothing. Look, we're coming from the slave trade, the slavery, Reconstruction, Marcus Garvey.
We
civil
understand that, but what are they doing today?
None of us did anything.
Okay,
none
good.
of us.
So when Fidel tells me,
and that's the point that
so my good
I'm
friend
making.
Fidel tells me the
And
Muslims
it's
are.
not going to happen.
Okay, great. Thank you. And hey, Kwame, I'm assuming you're a Muslim.
I'm not a Muslim.
Okay.
I'm a Christian.
You're
so
Christian.
I'm trying to tell you that it's not going to happen. What you're talking about, that is not going to happen.
Okay.
Now,
okay, we ready to go to. Hey,
wrong,
hey, Kwame.
but I don't see it happen.
Hey, Kwame, do me a favor, boss. Hey, boss. Hey, boss, do me a favor. Holler at me tomorrow. We're about to go to commercial break. And okay?
Oh, okay.
We'll talk to you tomorrow, man.
All right.
Thank you, Kwame. We'll finish this tomorrow. Hey, Kwame.
Okay.
Hey, do me a favor, Kwame. Figure out something the Muslim did or doing. Maybe walk a kid to school day or something.
And I'm telling you,
or
that's
got a
why they
lunchbox
are
or something.
separatists, because that's not going to happen.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to find out tomorrow.
No,
hey, Kwame.
It was going to happen. It would have happened when Coleman Young was in power.
All right. Hey, Kwame, we got to go, man. Thanks, man. Hey, JC. I just asked these people to tell me what the Muslims are doing.
Hey,
why are we going back to the 60s?
Right.
DJ,
They ain't doing nothing.
you have got a consistent answer.
I have no
And
idea.
that is nothing. That's nothing.
You have gotten an answer. You have gotten a consistent answer. No doubt about it. Nothing.
I can tell you what I got consistent, y'all. The big fella, the coach, and the expert solo. Holla at your boys. 313-778-7600. Can somebody call me and call a Muslim guy? I'm not talking about the Muslim religion. I'm not talking about the Christianity religion. I'm not talking about Buddha. I'm not talking about nobody religion. Just tell me what y'all doing. Holla at your boy. Right back.
The All About Women's Health Boutique.
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Coy Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops. Everybody got their enemies. But for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get it proper.
Jack and Brother Lee.
We're not gonna do
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops, everybody got their enemies, but for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get it proper. Rarely do I see,
Big fella, I feel a storm brewing. Oh, big fella, don't hurt him. You went there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella.
You may want to check out now. We got
The Demetrious Johnson Show presents What's Your Take with Taylor. Each week, Taylor provides a take on a compelling and thought-provoking topic. Her takes are captivating, engaging, and she's always opinionated. We want to know your take. Chime in and let us know. It's What's Your Take with Taylor.
like that, so
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops, everybody got their enemies, but for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get it proper. And per se, a lot of little community.
Big fella, I feel a storm brewing. Oh, big fella, don't hurt him. You went there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella.
She reminds me of my
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops, everybody got their enemies, but for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get it proper.
Welcome back to the Demetrious Johnson Show. The big fella flying high in the full moon. That's what my man Kwame said. That I am working in the full moon in the Motor City, baby. Holla at your boys, 313-778-7600. Let's go to my beautiful woman. I am in love with this woman here, y'all. My beautiful woman, Miss Queen Perry. Miss Queen, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Miss Queen, it is so beautiful to hear your voice.
I have to call every Monday to speak to you, Coach Solo, and you guys have an excellent show, like always. But my heart is so heavy. I like that song when y'all go off every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanking God for one more day because we're killing each other. My heart is so heavy. That's if we could just take time and pray for one another.
Yes, ma'am. Well, that's why
I don't have much to say, but I can't talk today. My heart is heavy.
Oh, Queen, you okay, sweetheart?
Take time and pray.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Queen, can I tell you this? We love you, Miss Queen.
We sure do.
Love you too.
Yes,
God
ma'am.
bless you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for calling, Miss Queen. All right. Have a wonderful night, Miss Queen. Hopefully you'll call in again, man. We love you, Miss Queen. Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about. See, with all this other stuff going on, you hear a beautiful lady like Miss Queen Perry, who is just, her heart is torn up by all the violence and these kids dying in the street. I mean, think about what she's witnessing. Think about she's an older lady, and she saw a lot of the atrocities that would happen to the black folks by white folks, separate but equal, and not being able to go to school, not being able to go to hospitals, not being able to eat in restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Have to turn your head when a white man come around. You're treating her husband like he's a kid. Imagine what she's got to go through. And now we got elderly people living that life now. seeing us as a destruction. That's why our heart is broken. She see that these kids are dying at an alarming rate. She see the demise of our community. That's the problem, y'all. And we don't understand it. Man, that just, she touched my heart on that one, man. She truly touched my heart. All right, Miss Queen, thank you for your kind words. Oh, I love that lady, man. Let's go and talk to my man Delamar. What up, Delamar?
Hey, big fella, DJ, what's going on?
I'm good.
You know, I was all hostile, but when she called, it breaks me right down.
Doesn't it bring? I mean,
yeah.
She just mellows you out, man.
Yeah.
Really does, man. She's
I'm one of her favorite fans. When she called in,
I'm a fan of Queen Perry, man.
Yeah. Okay, let me wipe the tears.
Right.
Okay, look, the news, Goodell. I'm telling you, you got to come up with something about what they've been doing in Detroit. You could have said anything. You could have said, handed out some hand baskets. You ain't say nothing. Okay, Kwame, okay. We went back to the 60s about the Muslims. This is 2021. All the man want to know is what are they doing now? What are they doing? Okay, I'm all for that. James, my God, James, the deers running in and out of your house. Now, the man already asked me, what about the people, right? You went with the LBGQs. What's the name of them, DJ?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. James said they all over there with the deers running out of the house. They all over there in this area. I want to know where in the hell do you live, James, where you got all the LBGTs and all the deer running in and out of the house. I want to know where in the hell you live in Detroit when that's going on. I got to know this, man. You got deer running in and out of the house. You got all the LBGTs on one block. Where in the hell you living in Detroit, James, with all that? And then, James keep coming up with these heinous crimes 2018. James, look, newsflash, this is Detroit. We got freeway shooting going on. We got women getting killed on the freeway. People just blasting each other with these guns. I want to do a shout-out. Put the guns down, fool. They're shooting on the freeways. Okay, we got all this. And I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to leave with you this, TJ. Ladies' night, I want to know, Grace, you got to step up ladies' night. Your main girl, Redbone, I'm expecting all y'all to step up Wednesday night on ladies' night because I'm going to be listening. I want it to sound good, okay? I want all the laugh. I want some up stories. I know there's going to be some down stories because Grace want to get on that child support. But in the end, I want to hear some up stories. I don't need all that whining and crying on ladies' night, okay? So it's all good.
All right. Hey, man, Delamar. Hey, thank you. That's my favorite. Hey, man, give Delamar the call of the night, man. I like Delamar.
Okay, my man, DJ.
Hey, you my man, Delamar. Thank you, man. That's my man.
Have a good one.
You too, big boss. Man. And you know what? Who else we got to give the call of the night? My girl, Queen Perry. Can you give her the call of the night too, man? Thank you so much. I love the Queen, man. All right, let me talk to my man, the Motor City gangster, my boy, Brian. What up, B?
Hey, I'll take that. And, hey, man, I can't call y'all country boys tonight because you can't correct, man. You know I love y'all, man.
Same here, boss.
Hey, y'all panel, man. I love the coaching them, man. I would like to hear from them a little bit more, too. But, big fella, you touched on something, man, that just, to me, the Muslims and the Nation of Islam or whatever, all I know is the brother Troy Muhammad, I made a call. They are no joke. They do what they do. I don't put none of these religions. I honestly, personally think everybody and everything is a one-on-one individual. You're your own God. You got to see him for yourself. You're judged by him. If you notice what I'm saying, we always include people, but we're going to have to answer to him by ourselves. I won't be able to say, big fella told me this, coach did this and that. No. What have you done, my good and faithful servant? Which means I found out something, big fella. I'm not down here for myself. If he sent his son down here to die for us, then that means we got to die for the next man. We keep slipping. I'm not qualified to judge anybody. Everybody that come on this phone and judge the next group, the next people, they're wrong. All I know is the people in Detroit, they sell their fruit on the street. They don't bother anybody. They try to get atonement. They try the things that they try and the things that I see. I wished I could have had that upbringing. They try to teach me how to respect their women. That's one of the biggest things. I don't sit on what I don't. Now watch how I bring this. Farrakhan or any one of them individual got to count for Yahweh and Yahshua or whoever your God is. We don't. Now, as far as this man go, they think about it. They talked about a human being, another man. He's not God. So whatever he did, that's great. Whether he needed condoms or didn't need condoms, that's great. Whatever the teachings that he did teach gave them everlasting peace from prison. And yes, when they go to prison, they have to unify because they're facing gangs. So that's why they're forced to pick a group. So when people want to know, oh, they get religion when they go to prison, it's because they're facing other gangs, all them MS and this and that. So you better click up. And then you do learn something. I'm not one, but because of things that my brother Troy Muhammad, and I'm going to be real quick on this. Hopefully Grace and them be real cool on that child support. They never talk about the real stepdads, and we need to do a show on that. The stepdads that come in and pay or take care for the buster dads.
I know that's
because
right.
Because I'm finding out.
I know that's right, big dog.
Kids. I got 12 kids. Listen, people, 7 boys, 5 girls, only 2, and I got 1 more on the way that's mine. So that'd be 3 kids, but I took care of all those kids because I loved them. Their dads probably loved them, but they probably couldn't take care of them because the mom said they can't come by. I hope Grace and them really touch on the real deal truth about how a woman can get nasty, and I'll leave everybody on this note. I've never seen a situation where women was taught by an attorney, not me, but a friend of mine. Beautiful home. He taught her how to get her husband out that house, following a PPO, brother. That is ridiculous. So you want to learn how men is treated? Wow. They are dogs. So Grace and Redbone, love Redbone, man. Redbone is something about you, big fella. You better be careful when you fly up, man. Just talk to her from the table because she is beautifully. Her voice don't let you know what it is. She reminds me of the type of female that if I got my gun in the car and the police is pulling me over, I'll be like, babe, I ain't got to say nothing. Just give me that gun. I'll leave on that note.
My man, thank you, Brian. I love that dude, Brian, man. That's a good brother.
All right, buddy.
Have much love for him. Let's go to my man, Brother Lee.
And DJ.
Yo, let's go to Brother Lee and we'll come back. What up, Brother Lee?
Okay, all right. Hey, thank you. Thank you, my brother, for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I'm a licensed builder. I'm a carpenter.
Yes, sir.
And I have worked for the Muslims before. Mm-hmm. And I grew a relationship with them and a bond with them, even though I'm a Christian. I work for the Muslim faction, the Sunnis. They call themselves the Sunnis. They're not the Nation of Islam. Mm-hmm. And they're doing things in the community. Okay, they have a Muslim center not too far from my house, located on Woodrow Wilson and Waverly. And I was like the head supervisor. And what they're doing in the community, they're buying houses in my neck of the woods, and they're fixing them up, and they're either selling them or making them selling them for low income in the community. And they're doing lots of other things too. They're not throwing it now because of the pandemic is going on. Each summer, they throw a big thing, not just for the Muslims. They throw a big thing for the community, like a back-to-school thing for the children. Amongst a whole lot of other things that they do in the community. But they're not the Nation of Islam. Now, if you want to learn anything about the Nation of Islam, go to nationofislam.org. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you everything you want to know, some of the things that you want to know about the Nation of Islam as far as what the Nation of Islam is doing for the community.
Okay. I really appreciate this informative call. You're right. The Sunnis are different from the Muslims. They're two different factions.
Well, the Nation of Islam, they're doing things in the community too.
Right. And what we're saying, but what I'm saying, Brother Lee, only thing I ask, I don't have nothing against Muslims, Christians, whatever. Only thing I ask is tell me what they're doing. That should be easy. If you're a Muslim, you know how active they are, and you're active. You should be able to tell me, hey, man, look here. We buy book bags for kids going back to school. We feed families that need food. We go and talk to kids and try to mentor them not to get in trouble. Those are real simple things you can tell me.
I'm not Muslim. I'm Christian.
No, I understand, but I'm saying when I
bonded I bonded with them.
When I ask,
I understand what you're saying.
When I ask the question, what are they doing? That should be simple. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not going to disrespect nobody's religion. I mean, I'm just not going to do that.
Right.
I may not have to agree with it, but I'm not going to disrespect. Yeah. Why would I do that? Why would I disrespect? I'm saying don't blame everybody else's religion, and you can't tell me what yours is doing. At least be able to tell me what yours is doing. If you're saying nobody else is doing nothing, well, let me tell you. Well, if they're not doing nothing, what are you doing? That's real simple.
Yeah, they're doing things. They're doing things in the community.
Okay, and I can appreciate that. I'm telling you, I got a lot of good friends that's Muslims in St. Louis, and they can tell you what they're doing. We got one guy in St. Louis named Anthony Shaheed. He's out there fighting for black folks 24/7. I mean, he's getting guys out of jail. He's done all kind of stuff out in the community. So I know that there's some Muslims that's doing some really good stuff. My man, Durian Guy Bay, we call him Coach. I'm telling you what he's doing. He pays for dance teams and dance squads to come and practice. There's a lot of people that's doing some good stuff, man. A lot of Muslims that I know.
There's some churches that's doing some good things.
No question about it. All churches don't.
But D,
churches that's doing some good things too.
Go ahead, Coach.
But if I could be a voice to it, that's not what we hear in Detroit. When we listen to the Fidels and we listen to people that call in, hell, the churches ain't doing nothing. The churches are horrible. That's how this conversation. Let's go back to the root of how this conversation. Wait a minute. Let's go back how the root of this conversation got started. It gave the impression that all the churches were bad in Detroit, all the Christians are bad, and it's only the Muslims that are doing some good. All the problems in Detroit are because of the churches. And I just don't want to believe that.
To me, it's ridiculous to even think like that, man. But that's the way some people think, and I'm not here to judge on what other people think, man. But, you got good and bad in all religions. In all religions, look at the Catholics. Look at how those priests were raping those boys.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt.
So how can one person judge one religion over another religion?
I agree.
And you probably don't even know about this. You probably don't even know about this religion.
I agree. Hey, Brother Lee, let me give you this one.
You sitting up here trying to judge.
Hey, Brother Lee, let me give you this.
I know you got other callers calling in.
Hey, Brother Lee, let me tell you this. The University of Gonzaga, right? Gonzaga University was sending priests there who was doing all kind of crazy stuff. That's why they were sending the priest there to Gonzaga.
Yeah.
That was for priests that was been ostracized for doing all the crazy behaviors, pedophilia and all that stuff. So we know that. Hey, Brother Lee, man, great call, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate your call, man. Call again, man. All right, let's go back to James. What up, James?
Hey, DJ, how you doing?
What's going on, man? Talk to me, buddy.
Not too much, man. Yeah, I kind of understand where. I was going to say James, Fidel. I think I kind of get a vibe from him, like he's saying that he feels like the Christian churches are kind of watered down. I don't necessarily think he's necessarily just attacking Christianity in general. He's just getting, there's like a watered down, kind of almost like I think I heard you saying one time the churches have become kind of effeminate. Like you look at these mega churches and these televangelist shows, and they got the man, the woman, wife, and they got the flowers and the flowery wallpaper, and they're saying, well, come on in, and we're going to talk about Jesus. And I think for a lot of young males, that's not really appealing. There's not like that masculine element to it. And I think that
I don't think he's saying that, James. I don't think he's saying that. He's saying that he is saying the Christian churches don't do nothing. They take from
other people.
They do nothing.
Right.
That's what he's saying.
I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that's true. I mean, I think the Christian churches do a lot. Primarily the Christian church, their purpose is to just kind of give people guidelines and faith in Christ, and just guidelines about living, the 10 Commandments, have faith in Jesus, and to teach these basic kind of principles. I mean, the community stuff is an added benefit, you know what I mean? I don't feel like churches necessarily have to do that. There's community centers and government that can also do that, but the churches do that, and that's great,
But if I'm going to criticize your religion and saying you're not doing anything, then tell me what mine is doing.
Yeah, the way I look at this, I know a lot of Muslims. I mean, like today, I just got a power steering pump put in my car. Muslim dude, love the dude. He's cool, man. He gives me really good deals in my car. He's cheap. It's cheap, he's quick. He's polite. But I just feel like a lot of these, maybe not Fidel or like black Muslims in our urban areas, but I mean, a lot of the Muslims in urban areas that aren't American, they're immigrants, And I mean, the one thing that Christianity teaches is that we're supposed to, respect immigrants and respect people's religious belief system. And I know what you're saying. He's coming. I think Fidel is a really strong presence on 9/10, and so then people start getting this whole thing about the Muslims are coming at us, but he's really a minority, And he's just putting his opinion out there, and he's enthusiastic. But I think most people listen to Fidel, man. He's like a soundtrack, that comes on and say, "All right, Fidel's on, man." You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so it's yeah, but I know what you're saying. I think there is a lot for the churches, and I just want to say this. I just feel like people in Detroit, all over the U.S., with this coronavirus, all this stuff going on, just pray, man. Everybody pray for what you want in your government, what you want in your churches, and go out and just have faith, man, because I think Jesus said, anything you ask my Father in my name will be granted to you, So it's just like that's repeatedly in the Bible. And so I think the thing is people forget to ask. They forget to pray. So pray. Everybody get together in Detroit, pray for what you want, in Detroit, for Michigan, for the United States. And God bless Fidel, man. I mean, it's interesting to hear you guys going back. I know what you're saying. He kind of goes, he's pretty strong on it, man. But it's interesting. It's really interesting radio, And I don't think he's doing damage to Christian churches. I think Christian churches, they can stand up for themselves, I mean, if they're, you go to the Bible, Jesus said, when there's two or more of you gathered together in my name, I'll be there among you. So that's a church. You and me talking about this right now. This is a church, It goes anywhere. It's just not a building.
Bless you, brother.
All right.
All right. Hey, James, thanks for your call, man. I do appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. All right, let's go back. Let's go over to Andrew. What up, Andrew?
Hey, how you guys doing? It's my second time listening. I've been catching you a little bit lately.
Well,
hey, but let me do this right quick, and I'm going to make general statements. That's not condemning anything. Some of the people you're listening to are calling in, from what I've gathered the last 2 or 3, the same people. I don't know if they got their own agenda or what, but I'll give you 2 quick examples. They were talking about people getting their water cut off, and that's not true. They have programs. I can give you a number, the DTE, who handles the electricity and gas in Detroit. Mm-hmm. As soon as you call them, if you call them tomorrow at 8 o'clock, the first message you get is if you're having problems paying your bills, talk to the agent, and we will give you assistance. They don't go and get the assistance until they run up $4,000 or $5,000 and up that high. Now I want assistance, but I've been trying to get you to come and talk to me for the last 6 months. Now I have to go cut your heat off. Now you come and talk to me. The other thing that what we need to do, we got to figure out some kind of way, black folks, over access to capital is our biggest problem.
I agree.
Now, the Fed has some problems, no doubt about that. But until you can come access the capital, we ain't getting nowhere. And we don't really pass information on to each other. I wish I did have a little more time. I'll try to catch you tomorrow.
Do this, brother. Let's do this. Call me, be the first call tomorrow, right at 6:55. I'm going to bring you right on, and you're going to be able to talk. I'm going to give you some time tomorrow, because I like your call.
Yeah, I'll try to give you some programs that
you do
people
that.
have to take advantage of.
Right. Make sure you do that tomorrow, man. I really, hey, let me tell you something, Andrew. I appreciate your call. Thank you for that. And before all right, my man, before we go to the next call, go ahead, Coach. What's your thought on that? And then I'm going to go to you solo.
Well, that was a great call. He talked about capital and building some work. And I wanted to say something about the caller before him, too, DJ, as well. We don't speak ill of any religion.
No.
You know what I mean? We're not bashing any religion.
No, we don't.
You know what I mean? We're just always found it very interesting that most of the people that call in bash preachers and the Christian church. That's just a fact. Since we've been on the airways of Detroit. And we don't know, we don't know whether it's true or not, some of the things that are going on in Detroit. But we love hearing about the good things and programs that are going on, regardless of what religion it is.
I agree. Solo.
Yeah, I have to get on the coattail of JC of what he said, and the guy that was on before this caller that just got off. Like he said, church is where you are. One or two people is church. If you're talking about Christ, you believe in Christ, you pray to the Almighty, church is where you are. Church is not in a building. And you got so many people that sit up and think about, man, I missed church today. I mean, it's like they bum their whole week out. No, you just go in the corner and pray, But church is where you are.
I agree. And let's go back to the phone line. Let's go, my girl Grace. What up, Grace?
All the windows in that front window is closed.
Hey, Grace.
But I just knew somebody, maybe.
Hello.
When I first called you, it was ever good of maybe during that time, because I was going to call you, found out you authorized somebody to be in there. And,
is she talking to us? Did she just miss?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I think we caught her talking to somebody else. We're about to run out of time. But and you know what, man? I really wanted to talk about this. We got to talk about this tomorrow, guys. The University of Texas football team. I want y'all to ponder on this tonight.
Actually, I already passed it on to her.
I'm sorry. Hey, what you say, Mike? Mello?
Yeah, go ahead, DJ.
All right.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you there, Solo and JC?
Yeah.
The University of Texas. Donors. We're going to talk about this tomorrow, first thing tomorrow. Hundreds of their alumni donors was more concerned about these. I guess they were singing the players. It was a fight song that the black players won't sing, walk away from. And I'll give you all the lyrics tomorrow. Right. You familiar with that, Coach?
Wow. Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been kind of controversial, and they got a new coach up there too. Yeah.
So the black players, I ain't going to stand up there and listen to the fight song. I'm going to get all the words of that fight song tomorrow. And I'm going to read the words to that fight song, what the black players are saying. We're not going to stand out here and listen to this song when it has racial overtones to it. We're not going to do that. Let me get Harry before we get out of here. What up, Harry?
Hello, yeah. Hey, I just calling. The one of the callers was talking about financial empowerment and stuff like that. God has made Bitcoin a thing, and if you put your first stimulus check in Bitcoin, you have almost $10,000.
No doubt about it. But we weren't educated on Bitcoin, Harry.
Well, it's out there.
It's out there now, but Harry, we still don't know about Bitcoin. There's a lot of our community that don't know about that. Our community don't know about investments. I'm going to get an investment guy on here.
You don't have to be an investment guy. Bitcoin is for everybody. That's the whole point of Bitcoin.
To get them to understand. No, Harry. No, it is for everybody. However, we got to understand what investing is. We don't even understand the principle of it, Harry. Guess why? Because a lot of us don't come from that background of understanding that.
Okay,
it sounds like you have.
Brand new.
So you know what I want you to do? I want you to come on tomorrow, right? And you're going to educate us all on it.
I'll be happy to call in then.
Yeah, you call in about 7:20.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Yeah, because Bitcoin is off the charts. And then my girl Arlene. What's up, Arlene? Thanks for watching us tonight. We're about to go off air in a minute. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And DJ, he's right. Bitcoin does have some opportunities. But when you have poor families, man, trying to just make sure their kids are eating and to make sure that the lights are on, they ain't worried about no damn Bitcoin. With no $1,400, they trying to they trying to survive, man.
Because I think Bitcoin is going for a coin is $4,500, something like that. What is it? $45,000 for one Bitcoin. But you can buy the small portions of it. You can buy small portions of Bitcoin, and but yeah, in the summertime it should escalate. She might be at 60,000 by this summer, because your boy Elon Musk, he bought like $1.5 billion investing in Bitcoin, and my man Kenny, My man Kenny saying Bitcoin is going at 49,000 right now. Hey, Kenny, tomorrow I want you to call in. I want you to break down the Bitcoin expert, all right? Kenny is a guy that knows about the Bitcoin. We're going to get him on to talk about the Bitcoin. Hey, let's get ready to wrap up. Go ahead, Solo. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
Hey, man, it was a great show again today. I just can't wait to sit back and listen to the women on Wednesday, see what they talk about, because I don't think it's going to be all negative. I think it's going to be some very interesting conversation going on with you and those ladies.
I agree with that. I mean, I'm looking for Wednesday too. But before I go, let me go back to the Bitcoin. You're right. You can buy pieces of Bitcoin. You can do that. But let me tell you this: if you put your number in there, it's some type of number, your code or your number you got to put in there, and it's a number that you got to only deal with to get into it. It was one guy, I think he had invested some money. He had $200 million worth of Bitcoin and forgot his damn combination. And he had only one other time to try to get his Bitcoin. I don't know whatever happened. Did he ever get it or not? I'm going to have to talk to my man Kenny and see did he ever get that Bitcoin. Kenny, did the guy ever get that Bitcoin? Did he ever find that combination? Because you got to put a combination in there and you got to know it. If you forget it, you lost it. So, Pianca, you said you acquired some Bitcoins back in 2009. How many Bitcoins you got, Pianca? So, Bitcoin is something that we got to. We are going to start having financial literacy. Come on and talk. Excuse me, guys, about what's going on. So, we're going to do that. But what I want to do, JC, go ahead. We got about 3 minutes. Go ahead, Jay.
No, just great show, man. We always enjoy the callers, man, and the different viewpoints, and we value everybody that calls in, man, and we don't take it for granted, man. It was a great show.
Yeah, and you know when we talk about issues and things like that, we want to bring issues to you. We know Detroit got your issues, man. We know that. St. Louis got our issues too. We got a big mayoral primary tomorrow in St. Louis. Let me ask you guys in Detroit, we'll talk about this tomorrow. Why is it every time in our race, in the mayor race, in the city of St. Louis, I can speak of, I can't speak of Detroit, they always put 3 or 4 black guys in the race and 1 white person? Would somebody explain that to me? Is that normal throughout the country? Every time there's a race, we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. They always stack it with all black, 3 or 4 of them. And 3 out of the 4 know they don't have a damn chance to win. Don't have no chance to win this race. But they get in there because if you think about it, any little vote you take away from one of those other candidates, it hurts somebody black. It really does. And why do you think that it's like that, Solo?
It's called splitting the vote to push who you want in office. It's like we got 3 black candidates and 1 white candidate. So if you split that white vote in North City and in that Midtown corridor, and you get a strong showing in South City, man, that white girl might have a cakewalk. But that's why they do it. It's called splitting the vote.
Okay, and now Arlene Marshall on Facebook, she's saying, plus they're giving you an option to vote for more than 1 candidate. Never heard of this before. I think the only other place, what did Jeff say that was in Utah? I think he said that.
Yeah, it was somewhere in there.
Somewhere in Utah, Wyoming, somewhere. But you know what?
Wyoming somewhere.
See, this is, let me tell you the move. Now, the move was this. I mean, they wanted, and one of the candidates, I don't even want to say any name because I don't want anybody thinking that I'm partial for anybody. Okay, one of the candidates really pushed this legislation, and they put it on the ballot and it passed. That they got 5 candidates in the race. I think it's 4 or 5. What is 4? 4 of them. 3 of them are black, 1 white. They can vote as many times tomorrow for that person. So not as many times, but they can vote for every candidate on the sheet. no candidate tomorrow is under no Democrat or Republican name. It's just names. Then they're going to take the two out of that, and they're going to run again for the general election. Now, what that does for me is tell me that what they wanted to do is somebody was scared they may lose, right, at one race. So throw everybody in here and hopefully something happen to get it out of there, get that one person out of there. Right. It's a joke to me. It is a joke. Right. Because they don't know that's going to come back and haunt you down the road. Because pretty soon, with gentrification that's happening in our community, you know what's going to happen. A white person going to be the mayor forever in St. Louis. That's what's going to wind up happening. Just like in Detroit. Trust me. It's never, and Arlene, you're 100% right. It's a joke. All right, we got to get up on out of here. First of all, I want to thank everybody for calling and listening to me every night with JC and the coach. And JC, the coach, and Solo, the expert. We don't take this for granted. We're so honored and blessed that y'all spend time with me tonight. My son, Jalen, thank you, man, for listening every night. And Mellow Mike, thank you, boss. Without you, we don't have no show, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks to callers. We don't take it personal. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. As long as you ain't cursing and being disrespectful, we can go mano a mano. We got the balls to do that. Trust me. It's nothing scary us. Thank you for listening to us every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Same time, same station. Hey, y'all. Ladies' night on Wednesday. Buckle up. The big fella, the coach, my man, the Solo, the expert. Thank you. We look forward to talking to you tomorrow. We out.